What's up, guys? Rob Kuhn here, and look, we've all played some straddle pots. You know, your casual 1, 2, 4, 8 game. But what if that 1, 2, 4, 8 was 8,000? In today's video, we're going to see a 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, 8,000 game with some of the brightest minds in poker. Let's get in the action.
We're
Last
doing
hand,
another
right?
round?
Look at his table.
No, last hand.
Last hand.
Oh, no.
So one more hand.
Just a walk in the last hand? That's not gonna happen, I guess. Maybe it is.
If you don't
Whoa,
recognize some of these
last
players, a
hand.
lot of them are all layup players.
Easy. Easy money.
$22.
Nah.
Give you a chance to get some refund. If you can get lucky. Just move all in.
Fold to Tony G.
收着了。来，该走一走。
Two, four, six, seven. They want to qualify. Can probably do like a big all-in hand. Just
Action opens up to Tony G, who makes it 22,000 or roughly 3x. Ike Haxton goes for the call, and Mikita Batikowski
Not gonna work here anymore anyway.
sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, goes for the overcall with queen 7 off. This seems like a slightly loose overcall with a lot of dead money and in position. This is probably fine. He's also very good, so he probably knows better than me. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a flop.
it will be cool. The three of us like move all in with random hands.
So the very last hand, Tony G with top pair. Gonna fire out. Haxton's got middle pair and Bodzikowski bottom pair.
Those plaques are so weird. Red's 10,000, gray's 100,000.
Lose 900.
There's one call from Haxton. Nikita has seen Tony G make a lot of bluffs, random stabs. So there's a chance he thinks his 7 is good occasionally, as long as Haxton's got some straight draws. He's going to continue as well. He's got position.
With 70,000 in the middle, Tony G bets 20,000. Ike Haxton goes for the very standard call. No reason to raise if you're him. And Batikowski goes for the overcall with queen 7. This seems a little bit light because he starts to block Ike's calling range, such as like queen 10 and queen 9 suited. And as for Tony G's bet, generally in multi-way pots, you want to be going for a lot of checks, but this is a very complicated topic to talk about in such a short video, so let's not get into the theory behind that. Anyway, let's take a turn.
A complete blank. Tony G is reaching for a lot of chips. 70,000 euros, half the pot. He's got the best hand. His image has really been paying off. There's no flush draws. So both Haxton and Bodzikowski really only beat straight draws from Tony G. But then again, Tony G's been betting random hands, so it could just be like a 5-4 offsuit. Haxton's going to fold one of them, but now it's on Bodzikowski. A very weak pair. And a lot of tension going on. Tony G is actually quite silent in this hand. Might be going through Bodzikowski's mind. Wow. It is going to call here a third pair.
With 130,000 in the middle, Tony G bets in the two players once again to 70,000 or a little bit over half pot, and this is reasonable. Ike makes the disciplined fold with Jack 10, which I think is definitely correct. And Batikowski has a very interesting spot, which I think is just pretty much always a fold. Tony G bets on the flop, Tony G bets on the turn. He's indicating a lot of strength. He's always going to have at least a high equity hand. And the thing is, when we have a queen in our hand, once again, we start to block hands like queen 10, queen 9, ace queen, and so on that Tony G can possibly be barreling with. so really it gives him a lot less bluffs. With that said, he does go for the call, and let's take a river.
270,000 euros in the middle. River card is the 8.
It's okay, still a profit. Second last hand, lost 200 grand.
Tony G is still value betting top pair for 9 kicker. 120,000 euros.
Y'all go cover chips.
I already counted.
Let him get in. To tell her. Yes, let him get. Let him
What's
go.
crossing Bazikowski's mind is that this is the very last hand, and maybe Tony G is trying to make a play to kind of rub it in his face after.
Now this for you guys.
It's an interesting dynamic.
And Tony G is completely silent.
For 925 plus 5.
Makita beats Queen 10, Ace Queen, and pretty much just any random hands.
Oh, sleep fire.
10-9 did get there. Does
So
also
they're
beat
okay. I mean,
Queen
not
9,
Can sleep 7 hours.
but there's a lot of hands that beat him. Any King. Makita reaching for chips,
Just like this.
raises to 400,000.
With 270,000 in the middle, Tony G decides to bet 120,000. I think this is really, really thin. I don't think that many worse kings are going to call you. Sure, I guess they can occasionally, maybe a hand like King 6 suited, especially if Tony G has an aggressive image. However, this is kind of a thin value bet and probably one I would just go for the check. With that said, Makita correctly addresses the situation and knows that bottom pair on the flop is simply not good, so it goes for the raise to 400,000. And this puts Tony G in a really, really tough situation. Yes, having a 9 in this situation is a very good card to have because now you start to block the 9-10s that Makita can have, which he would probably play this exact same way. He would call 9-10 on the flop because it's double gutter, and he would definitely call on the turn as well. With that said, it's very hard for Makita to have a bluff here. What would you guys do if you're Tony G here? This is a really, really tough situation. Let me know in the comment section below. And while you're down there, click the sub button to get notified for more awesome videos that I keep posting every day. Let's go ahead and see what Tony G does.
Wow, what a sick play.
Yeah.
Can Tony G make the call here of just top pair, no kicker?
Cool.
Wow, he snap calls pretty much
Wow.
on the very last hand.
I'm the best! The best! Yes! The best!
That's sick.
Yes! The best!
Wow.
Bralux,
$1.2 million
you
pot.
bluff me, huh? The Belarusian, huh? Not good enough for me in cash games, buddy. Gonna destroy you!
Nice hand.
Why you bluff me? You got a 7, get a queen. He get a queen, he get me. I pay. Ah, you bluff me? No. Yana, we're going shopping, buddy.
Tony G scoops the $1.2 million pot after making a good call on the river. After a very tough decision, Makita did not make that easy on him, and then promptly gives his normal celebration, which we all love Tony G for, right? Anyway, hopefully you guys like this video. Much love.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my ass.